Well, hello there. What a show it was today. Larry Emdur joined us and he was fantastic. Because Larry is along and he's campaigning for the Gold Logie, we thought about your time on a game show. The Tribal Drum will beat for that. Why not have two men discuss women wearing G-strings at water parks? Does that pass the pub test? Also, M. Gillespie with That's Entertainment and some more bizarre moments from the games over the weekend. Enjoy the podcast.
Right now, by the miracle of recording, we had so many requests for them to do it again.
Mistress Amanda.
Miss Keller. Amanda.
Doesn't work alone.
Wow, this is fantastic.
Her friend is in a back room making the tools of the trade.
I've heard them describe him as a drunken idiot.
Sorry, I've been drinking beer.
The legendary pirate Jonesy and Amanda the actress.
Hello, Wiggles. Congratulations, Mandy. We're on the radio right now.
What is it, you nutface?
Jonesy and Amanda, you're doing a great job.
You have no empathy for anyone but yourself, you giant tool.
Now's the time to hear good radio.
Sorry, a bit of a tongue twist there.
Jonesy and Amanda are here.
It's showtime, a-holes. We're on the air.
Top of the morning to you, Jim White Rye. How are you?
Morning, champ.
Champ.
Yeah.
How'd you go with your soccer on the weekend, by the
We
way?
drew, 1-1.
drew?
Yeah.
Yep.
So it was a good game.
Good game?
Yeah,
What
pretty
position
close.
do you play?
I play on the wing. So vital position.
Yeah.
And I thought I had a pretty good game.
So you did all right?
Yeah, I did all right.
Okay, wing's a big deal because we were talking to Liz Ellis on Friday, and I know she's a netballer.
Yeah.
But wing is a pretty fancy...
Yeah, because you're part of the transition from the defence to
Yep.
the attack. So,
So you're transitioning now.
yeah. So I was pretty sore, actually. I thought about not coming in today, but then, I realised how much the show really relies on me, so I had to be here. For you, the listener. That's what I did for you.
Our one listener that we've got. Amanda is away on assignment. I just heard that she's at Johannesburg Airport. She's about to get on the plane and she's going to be flying home.
Oh, right.
So she should be here Wednesday.
Oh,
Yeah. So,
okay. How long's the flight? It's a long flight.
She's got to fly to Perth and then
okay.
there's
It's
a
a whole
whole
thing, yeah.
It's a whole thing. Yeah. Anyway, while she's away, she's left us with a cavalcade of great stars. Haven't we had some great people on the show? We had Liz Ellis on Friday.
Yeah.
We had Julie Goodwin.
Todd McKenny.
He was great, Todd McKenny. Scotty Cam was great.
Cam, yeah.
Angela Bishop was great. Jessica Rowe, what a ray of sunshine. And today, Amanda, who do we have?
Hello, Brendan. Look, I can't come to the radio right now. I'm shoring up my career in case all this fails. Sorry. Let me read that again. I'm on assignment. That doesn't mean, though, that you have to be lonely. And that's why I've enlisted one of the best in the biz. He is the nicest, most professional man in the history of the world. I wonder what it's like to work with someone like that. Anyway, here's some of his work.
Are you ready to win?
Who inspired you to become a game show host?
It was Bert Newton.
On the morning show, we deal with it lightly, we bend it, and we break it, and we rub it slightly.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, carry on with the script. It all makes sense.
Now, here's the man who'll put a smile on your dial, Larry Emdur. Come on down.
That's right. Come on down, Larry Emdur.
Larry Emdur on the show today. I'm excited about that.
Massive.
Matt, big deal. That's a big, big deal. We look forward to Laz joining us on the show. We've got all the other things coming back as well. Instagram makes its return.
And we can't do anything till we do the Magnificent Seven. Question 1. Is that okay if I do this?
Sure.
Okay.
Good on you, champ.
Which Australian actor is famous for playing the character Wolverine?
Jam Nation. We have for you the Magnificent Seven. There are 7 questions. Can you go all the way and answer all 7 questions correctly? If you do that, Amanda will say...
Well, I'm not here. I'm on assignment. I'm over here.
but it's about getting question 7 right. Chris is in Preston's. Hello, Chris.
G'day, Jonesy. How are you?
Very well. How was the weekend?
Oh, not too bad, but I was a bit crook, so just getting over the flu.
Yeah, I had it was it last week, 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, you were coughing a lot.
It's terrible.
You weren't laughing at my jokes, because if you did, you'd just have a coughing fit.
It's terrible. It's just no good. Let's see if we can try and get you some prizes to make you feel better, Chris. Which Australian actor is famous for playing the character Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman.
Our boy Huge. I haven't seen... Have you seen...
Deadpool Wolverine.
You seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it.
Good?
Super funny.
So want to
Go and see it.
The song Careless Whisper, Chris, features a famous solo from what instrument?
A saxophone?
That's some saxophone there. Let's play the not-so-secret sound.
Duh.
What is this sound? Chris?
Oh, it's one of those little guitar things. Like the little circle things. What are they called?
Oh, poor old Chris is unwell and you've gonged him out.
Oh, he didn't know what it was.
Those circle things. If I said squeal like a pig, would that help you? 13 WSFM is our number. Let's just have a listen again. I like it. It's good to hear. Do you know the answer to that?
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation.
Podcast.
We're into the Magnificent Seven. We're playing the not-so-secret sound.
Duh.
What is this sound? Macaroni indeed. Ron is in Helensburgh. Hello, Ron.
Hi, how are you?
Good, thanks, Ron. Do you know what that sound is?
Is it a banjo?
It's a banjo. You'd probably get a few banjos in Helensburgh, wouldn't you? I'm not, casting any sort of stereotypes, but, I think of Helensburgh, I think of there might be some banjo picking. Which animal has the nickname sea cow and used to be mistaken for mermaids by sailors? Was it the manatee, was it the dugong, or was it the walrus? One of those used to be mistaken for mermaids by sailors.
Dugong?
No, I don't.
I think they all look quite similar.
They all look the same to you, don't they? Oh. Robert's in Richmond.
Good morning.
Robbie?
Hello?
The old school sailors, they used to, and it was called a sea cow, but they used to be mistaken for mermaids by sailors. They'd spend a lot of time at sea, and so anything looked good to them. Was it the manatee or was it the walrus?
It was the manatee.
The manatee, indeed, yes. There was many months at sea, and then they'd see that manatee and they go, "Oh, hey, he's all right."
You go out in the ocean a lot. Have you ever had that happen?
I've seen many a manatee. Which music festival is known for its iconic peace, love, and music theme? It took place back in 1969.
I don't know.
Thanks, Rob. Graham's in South Penrith.
Morning, Jonesy.
Graham.
Yes, mate.
Which music festival is known for its iconic peace, love, and music theme? It took place back in 1969.
Mate, it was the year of my birth and it was Woodstock.
Woodstock, what a time. In what decade was the construction of the Sydney Tower finished?
Sydney Tower?
Yeah, which decade did we...
Is it random choice? Is it multiple choice?
Well, what decade? Think about it. So they started building it in the 70s. And then it was finished...
I reckon it was the 80s.
Of course it was the 80s. You know that. That's when governments could actually build stuff, like the Metro Rail at the moment. Which former Sunrise host has announced she's leaving Channel 7, Graham?
Come on. Oh, man.
Look, there's a quiz show, okay? I can't just give you the answers as much as I want to.
Sam Armitage.
Yeah, wow. Yes, it's Sam Armitage. She was there for 21
what a
years.
guess.
21 years. Congratulations, my man. You've won the Jam Pack. It's all coming away. A $250 voucher to Holy Moly Golf Club. Like golf, but fun. $200 to spend at Home Beautiful Shop, your new favourite online shopping destination for trending homewares, art and interiors. And Jonesy and Amanda Keller, choose fit to colour in and some state of pencils. Graham, anything you'd like to add to this?
Mate, thank you very much, and what a great start to a week. Thank you so much.
Well said.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Sam Nation.
Podcast.
All right, let's get started. Brace yourselves. Come on, baby. Bring it home.
Amanda is away. She is on assignment.
Look, I told you I'm not here. I'm on assignment in this corner of the room.
And she is heading back, and I believe she'll be back on Wednesday. But in the meantime, we're funneling through the Jarmanac, our big book of musical facts. Oh, this is a good one. On this day in 1978, the Rolling Stones released their hit Miss You. You know the iconic bass line from this song. so good that Van Halen thought, you know what, we might nick that and push it in their put it in their push comes to shove bassline song. Have a listen. This is Push Comes to Shove. Let's go with the Stones. Van Halen. Although if you steal from me, you've stolen twice. There's the Rolling Stones' anthem there. Let's put on the OG.
Jam Nation.
I was away this weekend, but I managed to flip in and out of the games. Our boy... Gray Morris in the windsurfing.
Yeah, silver medal.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And they said he'd never make it. He had all the hallmarks of a beer commercial. They said he was no good. He was never going to make it. No one wants to train him. He even said himself, I'm sailing like an idiot.
Yeah.
And then he came back.
And he did it in choppy waters by the looks of it as well. I mean, I don't really understand windsurfing, but we were having a look before.
I windsurf.
Yeah.
And I sometimes call it swearing. A lot of the time, it's the dumbest sport I've ever done. And I've done many dumb sports in my life.
Yeah.
But windsurfing, because there might be a bit where you get a bit of a swirly bit of wind and the sail just gets ripped out of your hand.
Yeah. And he's like 20 or something.
So he's a big unit.
Massive
and he's on one of those, because windsurfing's dumb already, and then they make it extra dumb by putting it on a foil. So that makes it even harder.
Yeah.
And so our boy, as he's ever known, Gray, is now got the silver medal. Other sports, did you see Anthony Amoretti? He's the pole vaulter, the Parisian, is he from France?
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Yeah, so he's the Parisian pole vaulter. I didn't see this, but on Sunday morning he knocked the bar over with his old fella. So he cleared the pole.
Yeah. I kind of want to watch it.
Well, I think we're allowed.
Are we allowed to do it?
Yeah, we're not allowed to commentate on it, so but I'm pretty sure we're allowed to just get it up on the screen there, mate. We'll have a look. There he is. Okay.
Have a look at this. He's coming
okay.
over.
And, gee, that's high, isn't it?
Oh, wow.
Right.
Okay. Penalised indeed.
Wow. Well, would you tuck that there? Like, clearly the kid's blessed.
Yeah, it's the ultimate cock block, isn't
it? Away from him, to just follow the story of the German Robert Farken and the Aussie Oliver Hoare. They're in the running race, the 1,500-metre running race. And...
Geez, hard one for the commentators, isn't it?
Once again, we're not allowed to do any commentary. But I would have loved to have heard the commentary, but there's a picture of Farken and Hoare together there. And Farken won. Hoare came last. But Farken won it.
Yeah.
And then while we're on the fun names... What about the Chinese divers? Did you like those guys?
What were they called?
Dayo Long and Zongyan Wang. And they were in the synchronized springboard diving event.
Yeah.
Long and Wang.
Long and Wang. Jeez, that's the show tip to take over Jonesy and Amanda.
I think it's already happening over at 2Day FM. They went and won gold, though. So there you go.
Well, congratulations to Long and Wang.
Good on you. And what happened to Farken?
Dunno.
It doesn't matter.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
WSFM, hello there. It's Jonesy and Amanda. Amanda is away on assignment, and we have a special guest co-host filling her capable shoes today, Amanda.
Hello, Brendan. Look, I can't come to the radio right now. I'm shoring up my career in case all this fails. I mean, sorry. Let me read that again. I'm on assignment.
Yes.
That doesn't mean, though, that you have to be lonely. And that's why I've enlisted one of the best in the biz. He is the nicest, most professional man in the history of the world. I wonder what it's like to work with someone like that.
Okay.
Anyway, here's some of his work.
Are you ready to win?
With it lightly, we bend it and we break it and we rub it slightly.
What are you talking about?
Sorry, carry on with the script. It all makes sense.
Now here's the man who'll put a smile on your dial, Larry Emdur. Come on down.
That's right. Come on down, Larry Emdur.
Look at him, and he's here.
Oh, that is the most beautiful introduction I've ever had.
That just happened.
Wow. Can I have that as my ringtone?
Of course you can. Of course you can.
Hello, mate.
Larry, thank you for coming in firstly. You're no stranger to radio. You worked on radio at Mix 106.5.
Yeah, Mix 106.5 and whatever it was before that, but yes. Yeah.
2UW. It was 2UW.
2UW then to Mix, yeah.
These days it's just...
It's the pioneering.
OFM.
The pioneering days.
Back in the good old days.
Back when we called it the wireless, I think, Jonesy.
And now, but look at you.
Look at you. Look at that hair. Is that real hair?
It's fake hair. It's
beautiful.
No, I'm working on the Devon patch at the back. It's just happening. But this isn't about me. This is about you.
Okay.
You've got your tilt for the gold Logie.
Yeah.
That's. Do you think you can do it? I think.
No, I don't think I can.
Why not?
Because all those other guys are superstars and they're unreal. And I'm excited to be there. Like, I'm flattered. I think it's fantastic. I really am. But, those guys are serious primetime superstars. But it's nice.
Robert Irwin's got the kids.
Robert Irwin's got like 100 million followers.
And that's and they'll just vote for anything.
And they'll just... That's right. But he's also, he's a terrific guy.
We should do a campaign because it worked when I campaigned for Amanda to get her.
How'd that go? Okay. On the strength of that alone, I do not want you managing my campaign.
Are you sure?
Just stay away.
The Amanda Armada was...
How did that go?
It
was a close second, right?
Yeah, I don't know if you get another... Yeah. Anyway, but it's not about Amanda and past failures and things like that. This is about you.
All right. About you. Well, what are you going to do with my campaign then? How are you going to get on top of Robert Irwin's 475 billion followers?
We'll work on this.
All right.
And I'm worried about you today because you've got to do the morning show.
Yeah.
What time's that?
Well, we start at 9 o'clock, but I do a sunrise promo at 8:30.
So you got to be. What time do you have to be out of here at?
Well, I've got a chopper, as you know.
What do you do?
Well, I've got two choppers.
I've seen you pole vaulting.
Yes. I got two choppers in case one breaks down.
Right.
So I reckon a hard out at 8 o'clock.
Hard out at 8 o'clock.
So if you've got Robert Irwin standing by or Grant Denyer, whoever comes in at 8 o'clock, that's good. Then I can bolt.
Denyer's under the desk. He's waiting. I'll give it a go.
Yeah, I mean, he's standing up, but he's still under the desk. It's weird. Love Grant.
Larry, you are one of the greatest quiz masters in the business, and that's why we've enlisted you to help with Instagram. That's coming up next.
Okay.
So you got your question asking pants on?
I didn't. Oh, I thought it was a no pants day.
It's question asking.
All right, I'll slip them on.
That's coming up next. If you'd like to meet with Larry and have a crack at Instagram, win possibly $2,000, give us a call, 13 WSFM. We'll do that for you next.
Jam Nation.
Doing it for the gram right now.
Who wants some free money?
Instant.
Calling cash.
Moolah.
I like the sound of that.
Jonesy and Amanda's
Instagram.
Come on down. You have 10 questions, 60 seconds on the clock. You can pass if you don't know an answer. We'll come back to that question if time permits. If you get all the questions right, $1,000. But wait, there's more. If you get all 10 questions correct, you can double your $1,000 with one bonus question. You get it right, you win $2,000. You get it wrong, you get nothing. Guest co-host today is Larry Emdur. And if I was going to say wheelhouse, this is you. You host the chase.
I do this stuff in my sleep. I ask myself, I wake up my wife in the middle of the night and ask her questions, mate. This is what I do. The answer's usually no, by the way.
Does she appreciate that? Does she appreciate that? We've got Emma of Seven Hills. Hello, Emma.
Hello, gentlemen. How are you?
Hey, Emma. Hi, Emma.
Hi.
Oh, look,
Hi.
I think Emma's blown out.
Hi, gentlemen.
I think Emma maybe voted for Julia Morris for Logies by the sound of it.
Emma, do you think Larry can win the gold Logie?
100%.
Would you vote for Larry?
Oh, yes, every time.
It's very, I will say this, the voting procedure, it's like putting a DA into council to build a pergola. It's very complicated. But Emma, you've got to vote for Larry because I think if anyone deserves to get the gold Logie, it's Larry Emdur.
Most definitely.
Anyway, Emma, it's not about me, it's about you.
It's about you. So you ready?
All right, then.
Money.
Okay, I'm going to hand you over to our capable quizmaster, Larry Emdur. Emma.
All right, Emma,
Thank
your
you,
time will
Larry.
start after the first question. Here we go. What is kindy short for?
Kindergarten.
Correct. Traditionally, what colour is a traffic cone?
Orange.
Correct. Polly wants a cracker is famously said by which animal?
A parrot.
Correct. What is the main ingredient in satay sauce?
Tomato.
Oh.
Peanuts.
Oh, peanuts. I was thinking of salsa.
True or false?
What?
No, that's it. She's done.
Oh, that's it. Gone. Emma.
Oh, no, keep going, Larry.
Oh, I was just going to keep going, give you the money, give you the car, give you the white goods.
All right, and I'll give you the gold Logie.
Oh, thank you, Emma. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Emma. Now you hate me. Oh, that didn't work out very well.
Never could.
I've come in here to make friends. Now Emma hates me. It's worked.
I never would.
I'm sure Emma will get past it, mate. I think it's okay. Emma, I'll give you some $100 for your groceries, okay? You carry on.
Oh, thank you. Have a great day.
Thanks, Emma.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Filling Amanda's capable shoes while she's on assignment with Dr. Chris Brown somewhere in Africa. She's winging her way back to us. But Larry Emdur, we are so privileged that you're here.
Well, thank you for having me. And over here in Amanda's shoes, they're quite uncomfortable.
They're a big pair of comfs.
They really are. Mate, great to see you. Thank you for having me in.
That's good. You've hosted a lot of game shows in your time.
750.
Currently, you're doing The Chase.
Yes.
And you're up for the Gold Logie because of The Chase, or is it because of your work on the morning show?
Well, I don't know. I think it's just because I've been around for so long. Probably. It might be all these horrible shows. Well, morning show's been 17 years, right?
Yes.
So Chase has been the last couple of years, so maybe it's, I don't know.
I remember before you got the morning show, you said to me, that's it.
I'm done.
I'm done. TV's not going to be my future anymore. I'm just going to do something else.
Yes.
And I said, what are you going to work down at JB Hi-Fi?
I'd be very good at I'm such a good people person.
You know, you're too enthusiastic to work at JB Hi-Fi. Yeah. Have you ever been in there? It's like they're doing you a favour. Sorry, mate, we don't have that. It's just a mobile phone.
Can you imagine me working at JB Hi-Fi? Someone's looking at the telephones and I'm like up behind them going, all right, put them in order from least expensive to most expensive. I'd be good in I'd be good in it.
I think you'd be good at anything you turn your hand at. But I look at the history of you through TV shows, game shows.
Yeah.
How many TV game shows have you hosted?
I reckon a dozen.
A dozen?
I reckon about a dozen.
So off the top of your head, can you... So obviously...
So started with Family Double Dare.
Yep.
1988 probably. Then the main event. Then Price is Right.
Yeah.
Cash Bonanza over on Channel 9. Yeah. Chance or Coincidence. I forget which channel that was on.
What was
Doesn't matter, mate. It's not important now. You don't want details. I know you don't want details.
Chance or Coincidence.
Another series of Price is Right. Surprise Wedding with Sonia Kruger.
Yes.
Starstruck was another
Starstruck
singing competition.
And that's where people would dress up.
Yes. Yes.
But there'd be a lot of blackface involved in that as well.
Well, there was a lot of dressing up.
There was, though.
There was a lot of dressing up and people pretending to be other artists.
Don't be scared, Larry. It's okay. I take full responsibility. You can't. It's not you saying it. It's me.
Surprise Wedding, Celebrity Dog School.
Oh.
Who could ever forget Celebrity Dog School? That's a rhetorical question. Everyone has forgotten Celebrity Dog School.
Isn't it true that someone went and bought a dog just to go on that show?
Not only that, Jonesy, someone didn't have a dog, so we rented a dog for them. But I don't want to take away from the magic of television.
Larry's worried he said too much.
Yeah. Wheel of Fortune, Price is Right 3, Celebrity Splash, and now The Chase. And I reckon there's a couple more that my therapist has made me forget.
Have you ever been on a game show?
Sale of the Century one time. Yeah.
Right.
And my question that got me knocked out, which one of the 7 deadly sins starts with S? And of course, I said sex. Of course I said sex. But apparently, you'd know this, it's not sex.
What is it then?
Sloth.
Oh, sloth. Yeah.
But I didn't know that. And Glenn Ridge is looking at me like, you can't say sex on this show. I'm like, well, I'm sorry.
Did he say, nice prize?
Nice prize.
But Larry, you're not going through. How do I get on a game show? If I want to be a contestant, because I would imagine you have to act like a right Dumbo because they don't want to give the money away. Is that fair to say?
What do you mean? Can you rephrase the question, please?
So you've got to act like a right Dumbo. Like
as a contestant?
Yeah, as a contestant, you've got to not know what you're talking about. And then they'll go, oh, yeah, we'll give it to old mate because he doesn't know anything. And then he's not going to win the car or the money.
No, I don't think that's entirely. I don't think that's true.
Or they want someone that's quite chatty.
I think you're bitter and twisted. I don't think that's true at all.
As a contestant?
No. Well, you know, on The Chase, you want to pass a little trivia quest to a little trivia test to audition properly. On Price is Right, you know, you wanted to be colourful and larger than life. And people would tell lies to get on. This is the thing on Price is Right. And they'd come through in the morning and the producers would say, you know, why should we choose you? And it's like, well, my grandfather went to the moon and all these great stories. But because we were recording late at night, they'd forgotten the lies that they'd told to get on. So I'm like, so you rode a camel around Australia. What? Did I?
Did I? Oh, that's, you know, I reckon the tribal drum will beat for this. My time on a game show.
Come on down.
I'd love to hear the intel, the inside information.
So much.
Amanda and I, they once pitched a show for us to host, and it was called Children and Animals. And we were hosting a game show, and it evolved, you know, the old thing, don't work with children and animals.
Yeah.
It was having children and animals on the show. It was possibly the dumbest show I've ever been involved with, and I've done.
How was it?
Well, it never saw the light of day. But I just remember when this giant pig, this giant sow, reached up and almost ate me, like out of the sty.
See, that's good television.
Yeah, and I thought
that's good.
No one's going to see this, but the sow, and everyone's laughing, and they had a studio audience and everything, but no one saw it.
I think that show's now called "I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here."
Well, this is great.
Jam Nation.
Amanda is on assignment, and we've had capable guests coming in each day, filling in up until this point. That's not
Who's
true.
been your most capable?
I think everyone has been fantastic, and I'm not being.
You're good. You're so good.
No, I just loved it. Scotty Cam was great. Jessica Rowe was great. Liz Ellis was great on Friday.
Yeah.
You know what I find about it? I just find I'm learning something about, and I miss Amanda very much on the show because it's like you're a team. So you throw the ball to the person and they pick that ball up.
Yeah.
And this has made me appreciate radio a bit more. So, but to have people like yourself come in, I really appreciate. I'm very grateful. So
Mate, it's great to see. Oh, thank you for inviting me.
And also we get to find the intel about the inner workings of Larry Emdur.
Yeah.
What?
Not much going on in there, mate.
Oh, there's a lot going on.
Sorry to disappoint you.
He drives a Toyota Hilux, a diesel.
Yeah, that's good, yeah.
You're also hosting The Chase and The Morning Show. We're going to get you out of here at 8 o'clock this morning, so Kylie's not worried about you. But also, you host The Chase, and you've gone from strength to strength with that show.
It's been a funky couple of years, and I love it. Yeah, it came out of nowhere for me. I thought I was done. Yeah, you and I talk about this. We've talked about game shows for 100 years.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, my TV and game show thing is done. I've auditioned for every show.
Yeah, but you say that. Next minute, you're auditioning for another show.
I just can't do. I can't audition well because what happens? I go there and I instantly think this isn't going to happen. And then I tell
Well, that's a good way to come at an audition. Maybe that's why I got it. And you never did.
Did I ever tell you about my X Factor audition?
No.
They rang me and they said, "Oh, we'd like you to host the X Factor." I went, "Oh, okay, sure." So I go along there, I do the thing, and they said, "Okay, now turn to page." Firstly, I decided to grow my hair long, so I had this long surfy hair, which looked dreadful.
Right.
So I'm in a makeup, and the lady said, "I said, what can we do with this?" And she goes, "I don't know. It's dreadful." I went, "Oh, okay." And then, so I go through the script and they said, "Okay, page 2 of the script." And I said, "What, there's more?"
You'd only committed the front page.
And then
hello and welcome. That's all you got to.
And then I walk past and there's Jason Dundas without a shirt on reading a script.
Right.
And I thought, well, he's got the gig.
Yeah.
I'll show myself.
You didn't want to quickly rip your shirt off and shave your head?
No. That's how I ended up on The Real Full Monty.
Yeah, of course.
But in the meantime, the Tribal Drum is bidding for my time on a game show. Not as host, but as a special quiz, contestant. That's it. Christine's joined us.
No wonder you didn't get a gig.
What do they call them? What are those people? Christine, how are you?
Hi, guys. How are you? Hi, Larry.
Hey, Christine.
We love the Chaser every afternoon, and good luck for the gold.
Oh, thank you.
My story is I was on Wheel of Fortune, and my baby at the time was only 6 weeks old when they called me up. So, of course, I was breastfeeding. And when they do the 5 shows in a day, I said, please put me on the first one because it'll be highly embarrassing for my boobs to explode on national television. Anyway, I was there, and you know how they always say a letter, and they say, N for Nelly, and then they go, Bob Bowl. That's not in the phrase.
Yes.
They came to me, I spun the wheel, and of course I said, baby brain, N for Nelly, and they went, no, Christine, and this was on national television, and my husband is up in the crowd with a big L on his forehead with his fingers going, loser, they just said that.
Oh, no.
That was highly embarrassing, but I did win a wine fridge, which was very exciting.
That's always good for a breastfeeding mother.
And who was the host? Who was the host at the time, Christine?
His name was John, and there was Sophie Faulkner.
Baby John Burgess.
Baby John Burgess.
Was he with moustache or without moustache?
Always with moustache.
He was with.
No, he did a bit of time without them. I remember that.
Did he?
Yeah, that's touring as we speak.
So, Christine, you left a baby at home and you got another baby in the studio.
Exactly.
N for Nelly.
2 babies.
Yeah, you get that a lot.
N for Nelly. I will never, ever forget that.
But can I say, that's not baby brain. That happens to a lot of people on game shows. Because you're good at home, you're sitting on the lounge, you got your glass of wine, and you're yelling out the answers. But then you get in there, it's the lights and the cameras. I'm yelling at you. A lot of people crumble with that.
Or they turn to sex like you did when
a lot of people turn to sex, even away from game shows. Apparently, it's a new thing.
When you're on Sale of the Century. Thank you, Christine. Jackie has joined us.
Hey, guys. How you going?
Jackie.
Hey, Jackie.
Tell us about
Hello.
My time on a game show, Jackie.
Well, I was on The Chase with the one and only Larry Emdur.
Here we go.
I thought you were going to say with the one and only Andrew O'Keefe. Lovely. Hi, Jackie. How'd you
Hello.
go?
I'm so excited to be reunited with my close personal friend Larry Emdur. We spent an afternoon together. I would say that everybody, if you can, have an opportunity to go on this show. It was so much fun, but the TV studio was like going into a Vegas casino because you took my phone, you took my Apple Watch. It was simultaneously the darkest and lightest place I've ever been in my life. I had no idea how long I was in there, but I came out $11,000 richer.
Oh, you won
Jackie! You're fantastic.
So this has been to air, obviously, because it's got to go to air to get the money. That's the thing, isn't it?
Oh.
I think Larry's going.
Oh.
He's taking,
No.
He's taking the fifth on this.
Jackie.
No.
Now that I can talk to you away from the studio, away from the formalities and the legalities. When we take your phone, we hack it and we buy things with your credit cards.
Oh, that explains
we get
a lot.
all your
That
details.
explains-
I leave there every day after shooting 3 episodes with like 12 new passwords. I got everything going on. So, Jackie, thank you very much. If you see some weird stuff coming up on your phone from Vegas, it's me.
Didn't Andrew O'Keefe do that?
a lot.
He'd take all the phones and sell them.
Jackie, I'm glad you had a good experience. It is weird in there, isn't it? It's like it's completely dark unless you're on the set. But I'm glad you had fun.
And was Larry as lovely as you imagined, Jackie?
Oh, he was magnificent. But what's super exciting is I'm going on holidays next week with my prize money. So love that for me.
Where are we going?
I'm going to New York and I'm going to Hawaii.
Oh.
Wow. Did you tip me? A lot of people, when they win, they leave a tip for me. Yeah, I like to do it in Bitcoin so the bosses don't completely know what's going on. Jackie, have a fantastic holiday.
Thanks.
I will. Thank you.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation.
Podcast. And we are up and running.
Hello there. Amanda is away on assignment. She will be back on Wednesday. She's been filming a TV show with Dr. Chris Brown in Africa. Last I heard from her, she said, can't talk on giraffe. That's all she said.
On giraffe?
On giraffe. Not even on a giraffe, just on giraffe. Is that TV code for something?
I've never heard. It might be a Dr. Chris Brown kind of
Could
thing.
be a thing.
Yeah.
Larry,
on giraffe. It
Larry
French, doesn't it?
It could be on giraffe. Oh.
On giraffe.
Larry is filling in for Amanda. We've had many different guests on the show in her absence, and you have come along and you've brought to the table the Tribal Drummers beating for my time on a game show.
Come on down!
Not many people know this, but Larry was actually on Sale of the Century with Glenn Ridge as a contestant.
As a contestant.
So what year would have this been?
Oh, no idea. Mid-90s maybe.
Mid-90s.
I had hair. So mid-90s, and it would have been a double-breasted wide lapel
jacket. Hang on, mid-90s, but you would have been of note then. You would have been a celebrity.
What do you mean?
So you
were of note.
Well, you were just a celebrity guy on there. That's not I thought you were like Johnny Punter going on.
No. I would have been like the Price is Right guy on the celebrity version thing. So
can I just say, Larry has never been Johnny Punter, by the way. You've always been.
I've also never been a celebrity, but thanks, mate.
Oh, mate, you can't walk the streets. Jerry has joined us. Hello, Jerry.
Good morning.
My time on a game show, Jerry.
I was on Grant Denier's Celebrity Name Game, and we were partnered with the Dumbest Celebrities. It was a bit of a charades moment where you had to describe what the thing was that they had to guess, and they couldn't guess a schooner. We were saying like the size of a beer, this and that, and they had like 30 seconds to guess it, and they couldn't work it out.
Who were the celebrities?
Yeah.
Oh, they were no-namers. Like one of them was on, I think, Neighbours for like one season.
Right.
And I don't know who the other one was. It was rough out there.
It was rough out there.
It was a hard day.
How good's Daniel? He's such a great guy.
Daniel, look at it. And he's hosting that show now and he's killing it.
Yeah, he's such a great guy.
Good on you. Thank you, Jerry. Richland's joined us as well. Hello, Richland.
Morning, Jonesy. How are you?
Very well. My time on a game show, Richland.
Yeah, so I was on The Chase with Larry in August 2022. It was the highlight. It was the highlight of my life, actually, for a long time. Really enjoyed Larry, and so anyway, we had two ladies, two guys, and we had $48,000 in the bank.
Oh, that's good.
And it was. Well, we were so confident, and we had a really young player. He was really young, probably about 18 or 19, and he kept hogging the buzzer in the end, and he kept getting all the answers wrong. And we're thinking, well, because all of us, we knew the answers and we were confident, and we kept pushing the buzzer, but he kept beating us, pushing the buzzer. And at the end, we got beaten by the smiling assassin. We were thinking the two ladies and the older guy, we caught up at the end without him, and we're thinking, we could have won the money if old mate didn't hog the buzzer. So yeah, we were spewing
That's a
about
problem.
that.
And I've been on the chase as a contestant, a celebrity contestant, not just Johnny Punter.
Such a celebrity, yeah.
But you're right. If someone hogs the buzzer,
yeah,
and that was me hogging the buzzer. But yeah, I totally understand that, Richland. Thank you. Hammy is going to wrap this up. Hey, Hammy.
Good morning, boys. How are we?
We're great.
Hey.
Very good. I was on, many moons ago, I was on Deal or No Deal. Probably about 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
Yep.
First year of uni, great show to be on. And I had about 5 cases left, 200K, 100K, 5K, $500 and $5.
Oh, don't.
I've knocked out the 100, knocked out the 50, took a deal. Had the opportunity at 45,000. Had the opportunity to come back in. I didn't take it. I had 200,000 in my case. Can you believe it?
Oh,
so you missed out on 200,000.
Yeah,
these are sad stories, Jonesy. I thought it was going to be a happy, uplifting game show thing, but it's actually sad stories.
I never understood Deal or No Deal, and I still don't understand it. I will text Grant Daniel and say, I don't understand the premise of this show.
He wouldn't be able to explain it to you.
He wouldn't.
He's not that kind of host. He doesn't understand the machinations.
He doesn't know either.
He just jumps up, does cartwheels and smiles and yells.
He just goes, I'm on TV.
Yeah.
It's better than working at JB Hi-Fi. Hammy, thank you for all your calls.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation Podcast.
WSFM, hello there. It's Jonesy and Amanda. Larry Emdur in for Amanda while she's away on assignment. Let's get on down to the Jonesy and Amanda answer the pub test. Today, G-strings at water parks, do they pass the pub test? This is for the ladies, I imagine. I suppose it's free country. If you wanted to go to the water park wearing a G-string,
right?
Would you?
What's the guts of the story?
Well, the thousands are calling for G-string bikinis, Larry, to be banned in water parks because they're extremely inappropriate. Apparently, dads, when they go along there, are going to be looking at these young ladies in the G-string. So a lot of
it's not. I thought it was more of a safety issue when you're coming down the slide.
Well, there is a bit of a wedgie thing there, yeah.
There's a wedgie thing, and then maybe you raw skin on the plastic slide. I have more safety concerns than anything else.
Yeah, because if it gripped on there...
It's a grip issue. I would have thought.
Well, that's a fair...
I don't know if we're the right two people to be talking about this.
Well, actually, two men talking about this, I do agree. But having said that, there's a lot of mums who've said when you go to the water park, there's dads go along, men go along. It's inappropriate.
Yeah.
And when you look at it, there's a lot of... I haven't been to a water park for a long time. I think I stopped doing that a long time ago. But
since you started wearing G-strings.
You're guaranteed to get on the slide, I tell you, if I'm wearing a G-string. Yeah. But there's a lot of bum in the face when you're going up the ladders.
Up the ladder.
So there's a...
I can't do a water park because I'll be up the top and everyone will be down the bottom going, come on down, I can't do it, I can't do it. I grew up at Bondi Beach,
yes.
Right? So so women in G-string, it's not a thing for me. It's but I, people have issues with
I
that.
kind of like our country in the sense that, like, I'm down at Cronulla and you'll see a lady wearing pretty much next to nothing, and then you'll see a lady in a bikini, walk like a burkini, the burkery thing.
Yeah.
And that's a modern society. You can wear what you want.
Yeah.
But perhaps at the water parks, like, forget about the beaches, but at the water parks.
See, last time I wore a G-string bikini in Westfield, I got in a lot of trouble. It was an escalator issue, apparently.
It escalated.
Escalator issue.
Well, okay, away from that, G-strings at water parks, do they pass the pub test? 13 WSFM is our number. We'll have that for you at 8 o'clock.
Jam Nation. Jonesy and Amanda in the morning. 101.7 WSFM.
Amanda is away on assignment. Larry Emdur is in, and I'm very mindful. You've got a hard... Well, you've got to do the pub test out of 8 o'clock, but we've got a hard out at 8 o'clock. Your people are worried about you being on TV.
I have worried people, and no one wants worried people.
Well,
because I've got a TV thing to do this morning with the morning show.
Of course. And this is why you're going to win that gold Logie. I want you to win the Logie. Have you ever been nominated for a Logie before?
I've never been nominated for a Logie.
Well, how was that? How does that happen?
Well,
you've been in...
I don't know. You have to talk to Australia. I don't know. Maybe I'm bad at what I do.
Oh, come on.
Well... There's a very good chance. There's no other reason.
You've been in TV since 1988.
since 1910.
No, and you've never been nominated.
No, before 1988. I was on TV long before that. 88 was the first Family Double Dare, but I was a news reporter before that for a long time.
That's right.
Yeah.
What was your early news reporting?
First, Channel 7 first, then Channel 10 on Good Morning Australia.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
I'm horribly old.
The main event. You hosted that.
That's right. 1992, 93.
That was a
big one. Sunday night up against 60 Minutes.
And I remember you hosted as Hey Hey It's Saturday. I remember thinking you've made it. You're hosting Hey
Quite
Hey
a few
It's Saturday.
times, yeah.
When Daryl and his ego let someone else host the show. Although a lot of people did say he'd get people that were dreadful to host.
That's right. Yes, that's right. I think he got me because I was crap and he still looked unreal.
So you've got that. You've also got a whiskey at the moment.
The Ben Buckler whiskey. Yeah. I wanted to come up with a whiskey for 60 bottles of whiskey for my 60th birthday, which is in December, for 60 mates.
Yep.
Right? And we made it and it tasted unreal. So we sent it across to San Francisco, the biggest spirits competition in the world, the best one.
Yeah.
And we won gold in San Francisco. Like 80 or 90 international judges tasting whiskies from all over the world, and the Ben Buckler won gold. So it's fantastic. We just won another big award in Melbourne this week.
So when you say you're making the whiskey, I'm just imagining you were saying to Sylvie, get everything out of the bathtub. We're making whiskey.
No, I'm doing it with these fabulous distillers down in Corowa, on the border of New South Wales and Victoria, and they're brilliant. They're award-winning distillers and they're fantastic. So I've a partnership with them.
Okay,
and it's great. It's going unreal. It's very exciting. It'll be in all the big stores very soon, actually.
Sure. So you've won gold in whiskey.
Yes.
It's only a matter of time before you win gold in your chosen profession, TV.
Well,
it's going to happen.
We'll see.
It's going to happen.
We'll see. Some tough competition. The nominees are all fantastic. Some tough.
Yeah, that's what you weren't saying before. You're saying they're all hacks. So Erwin's been around for 2 seconds. Kid's got no idea. He doesn't know how to read an auto cue.
Oh, I never said that.
He's dreadful. Larry, I want this to happen for you.
All right.
We're going to make it
Thank you, mate.
Jonesy and Amanda. Sam Nation.
Podcast.
We're not gonna take it. I want you to get up right now. I feel like I'm taking crazy pills. Go to your windows, open them, and stick your head out and yell, I'm as mad as hell. I'm not gonna take this anymore.
Down to the Jonesy and Amanda Arms for the pub test. G-strings at water parks. So they passed the pub test. Larry Emdur is in for Amanda, who's on assignment.
What's the guts of the story?
The thousands are calling for G-string bikinis, Larry, to be banned in water parks because they're extremely inappropriate. Apparently, dads, when they go along there, are going to be looking at these young ladies in the G-string. So a lot of
it's not. I thought it was more of a safety issue when you're coming down the slide.
Well, there is a bit of a wedgie thing there. Yeah,
there's a wedgie thing, and then maybe you raw skin on the plastic slide. I have more safety concerns than anything else.
Yeah, because if it gripped on there,
it's a grip. It's a grip issue.
G-strings at water parks. Do they pass the pub test?
Definitely not. There's some places where you just need to hide a little bit of skin.
G-strings, I believe girls should, I'm not prudish, but they should just cover up a bit more because just like under the scripture, they should just cover up and should just be a bit more decent because it's not becoming.
No, God, no. Especially if you're going down the slide, they're going further and further up, so that's going to cause some issues.
Oh, definitely not. Who wants to see up someone's crack or see someone's fanny? I was a nurse. There's nothing worse than looking at people's asses.
Well, some balanced opinion. Larry, thank you for joining us.
Mate, thank you for having me. It's been fun.
This has been super. Get out of here, you crazy kid. Have we got like a phalanx of people, outriders on motorcycles, getting you to Channel 7 from here?
Not only just Channel 7, that's how I get around. Once you get nominated for the Gold Logie, you get the police escort. It's kind of cool.
Can we organise a green light corridor for Larry, please? We'll catch you on the morning show. And good luck with the gold. Vote for Larry.
Thank you, mate.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. See you later.
Jam Nation.
Amanda is not here.
Look, I told you yesterday, cloth ears, I'm actually on assignment.
Yes. She will be back, God love her, on Wednesday. Larry Emdur was our co-host this week. Unfortunately, Larry had to just leave. He had to run out of here because he's got to get over to Everleigh there, over to Redfern to be on the morning show. So if you see Larry driving across the bridge, I wonder if that's him now. Can you flash the lights, Larry? There he goes. He's got a green light corridor. We probably timely to talk about this right now if you're coming into work. Commuters have been urged to brace for bus chaos with the Metro shake-up to go ahead despite the train delay. So what's happened is, like Digital Jenna that works here, and Jen Ray, you use a bit of public transport.
Yeah, I catch a bus, yeah.
So have you been affected by this?
Not particularly, no.
Okay. So passengers have been warned to brace for commuter chaos today because what happened, they've put an overhauled bus timetable in because they thought that the metro, Victoria Square, which is just down from where we are in North Sydney, that was supposed to be open.
But it hasn't opened.
Have you been past it lately?
I haven't.
There's still scaffolding. There's still cement trucks. It's not. I would imagine that thing's not going to be open by Christmas.
When was it supposed to open?
It was supposed to open 5 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I'm telling you right now, it's not happening.
But they must know that it's not going to open on time.
Yes, and yes, Ryan, yes. And this is what drives me crazy about the dopes that run this city and their state. So Transport for New South Wales Coordinator Howard Collins has defended the decision to forge ahead with the new bus timetable, urged commuters to check their trips ahead of jumping on buses this week. Well, that's all well and good, old mate. But this is what he said. We can't turn on and off these bus changes. 5 weeks ago, there was a reasonable amount of confidence the metro would be open. Are you joking?
Right.
If he went past it, there's no way that thing's going to be open. So they can't go and do all the rosters again. If we pulled it down now, it would take another 3 or 4 weeks to get it back again.
Right, so they got rid of all the buses because of the new metro line, and the metro line's not ready.
Yes.
Great.
How is it? Amanda goes away on assignment, right? We managed to get co-hosts from wherever to fill in and do the show.
Yeah.
We didn't know Amanda was going. This thing came from nowhere. It was a last-minute thing. We managed to pull that together. Larry Emdur just doesn't show up for nothing. We've got to organise some stuff.
Yeah.
How is it the dopes that run this state can't readjust a timetable? So people like yourself, Digital Jenna, she can't. If we were over at North Ryde, for example, at Macquarie Park, that line, because they're waiting for the metro, is not ready to go.
Yeah. I don't know how I'm going to come to work tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it in.
You're coming to work tomorrow. It's 8:12. In the meantime, and don't do a face.
Okay, mate.
You're coming to work tomorrow.
But the buses aren't...
No, you don't work for the government. You work for us. Okay.
Why were you pointing to yourself then?
You
went to say you work for me.
Amanda's away. She'll be back on Wednesday.
Okay.
But you work in the real world. Anyway.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation Podcast.
I demand entertainment. Are you not entertained?
Put on your dancing shoes.
Now give me your best shot.
From the Daily Oz, M. Gillespie, I know you're Debo, that you miss Larry Emdur because you're a huge fan. Unfortunately, Larry, who's filling in for Amanda, who's on assignment in Africa, had to leave. He's got to do his TV show.
He's got to do his TV show. And here I am, Emma Gillespie, filling in for Larry Emdur, filling in for Amanda Keller, and I couldn't be more honoured. It's a true joy. And I wanted to talk to you today about another icon, Vince Vaughn. Love Vince Vaughn. He's got a new show coming out, actually, to Apple TV Plus called Bad Monkey. But he's done a few interviews where he's spoken about the fact that he reckons Hollywood executives are overthinking it and not wanting to take risks anymore on R-rated comedies because they're scared of losing their job. He did an interview on the YouTube channel Hot Ones. It's like they eat hot chicken wings with lots of hot sauce and it gets spicier and spicier. He absolutely nailed it. The man loves hot sauce. But this is what he had to say about comedies.
People in charge don't want to get fired more so than they're looking to do something great. So they want to kind of, follow a set of rules that somehow get set in stone that don't really translate. But as long as they follow them, they're not going to lose their job. People want to laugh. People want to look at stuff that feels a little bit like it's, dangerous or pushing the envelope.
So he's basically suggesting that the executives are overthinking it because they've subscribed to this fundamentally flawed formula that movies have to be made off the back of a pre-existing character or pre-existing IP. So we see this with Marvel superhero movies, your Lego movies, Barbie movie. He gave an example of the Battleship movie in 2012, like a movie made off a board game.
Yeah.
And that essentially, we're all so stuck in that formula that no one wants to take risks on great comedy anymore.
Yeah, and you look at The Wedding Crashers. That movie, I watch that time and time again and it makes me laugh. But Vince always has the same sort of trope, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He starts off as the dry, sarcastic sort of hero. Then he lets the team down and then he gets
then he emerges with heart and he gets his retribution.
Dodgeball was the same thing. It was all that. But having said that, I'm a huge fan of him. I'd rather him in a comedic role. And I've seen him in serious stuff because there's a real malevolence to him as well. And he brings that because he was in Psycho.
He did True Detective, second season. And he is actually a good, serious actor, better than I think a lot of people were expecting.
Did you ever see him in The Breakup, that one with Jennifer Aniston?
The Breakup is one of my favourite movies. My mum loves that movie.
And I don't want to go too much on the spoiler alert, but at the end of it, it's like, somebody that I used to know, that the end of that movie, just when they see each other after all they've been through and they go, hey, how you been? And you don't know if they're back together. That's your life.
Well, it's the kind of journey of exploring these characters and perspectives that he sort of speaks about in these interviews. He did another one with the New York Times where he said that, that the comedians feel things out on the set, they change the lines, they make each other laugh, that, it's about studios taking risks on young creators, and that now we've got these big committees of people making decisions, micromanaging. And he said that, people want to take the book off the shelf and they should be allowed to choose what they read. And part of the journey is exploring those things. And now we've gone too far towards one person deciding they want to be the judge and jury. He gave the example of The Breakfast Club, that there's all these characters that transform. And by the end, you realize everyone is a complete human being. I think, it's a really interesting perspective. I sort of thought when I saw the headlines, he's going to come out and say, it's wokeness gone mad, there's no creativity anymore because it's too PC. But really, he's sort of saying that everyone is so money obsessed, that Hollywood is just so about the box office dollar of the Marvel movies.
And the pie is getting smaller.
Yeah.
Everyone talking, TV at the moment, everyone's talking about TV. But the problem is this TV's got too much competition. It's like cabs. Remember when cabs ruled the earth?
Yeah.
And they were just sitting high on the hog, and then Uber came along and they went, hang on a minute.
Yeah.
That's what happens. Radio, we went through this a long time ago. TV's going what radio went through probably about 20 years ago. And it's just that, and that's the reality. But people are always going to want to be entertained. But do you need a committee to tell someone how to be entertained?
Yeah, and people are always going to want different things. You can't just make a big homogenous pie of, 100% of movies that are made are going to be superhero movies, because that's not what 100% of the audience wants.
Although I'd like to see a movie about homogenous pie. That would be a great movie.
I'll be there.
Thank you, Em.
Thank you.
Sorry you missed out on your dose of Larry.
I'll be okay in time.
I understand. We just had word in. Larry is now entering into Redfern, okay? He made it. He's going to be okay.
He's crossed over.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Jam Nation
Podcast.
Gemway Rye,
Hello.
when does the games finish?
I don't know. Why would I know that? Out of all the questions to ask.
Well, I thought you'd have a vague understanding. I was away this weekend. I didn't watch much Olympic stuff. I was just dipping in and out. I did see the German runner Robert Farken take on Oliver Hoare.
Oh, and the Farken-Hoare duo.
Yeah, okay, careful. When they're standing next to each other, and that made it for an interesting picture, as well as Denoi Long and Zhou Wang, Long and Wang, when they were in the synchronised springboard. Also, the French guy, the pole vaulter, did you see him?
Yes.
Anthony Amoretti, extraordinary. So he goes over the 5.7 metre bar.
Yeah.
You remember Stephen Hooker,
Of course, yes.
He had a fear, like... I was on Dancing with the Stars with him. He ended up getting a fear of, because you've got to run with that pole, jump up over 5.7 metres.
Yeah, it's massive.
That's a huge bar.
Yeah.
A huge bar. So,
and no part of your body can touch the little pole you're jumping over, because otherwise
knock that off. And unfortunately for Anthony, and we can't commentate or anything, but we're just watching it back
the footage here.
But as you get, look at that, there it goes. Oh. And so he is genetically blessed, and
he was penalised. Let's just say that.
That's good. Also, we've been following the story about the Algerian boxer Amanda Keller, and a lot of people. And I was just dipping in on this story. I was just, she's got the XY chromosome thing, so she's got too many male chromosomes in there. And then at first it's quite easy to say, oh, well, what's happening? Transgender, they're putting transgender people in to fight women. But that's not the case at all. She is never identified as a man. She's always been a woman. She was just genetically that way.
Yeah.
And when you read her story, I have great empathy for her. She was bullied as a kid because everyone said, oh, you look like a man. And then she excels in sport. And the poor thing, when she got up there, she said, I'm a woman.
Yeah.
I've never been anything other than a woman.
But isn't that the thing about the Olympics, is that everyone is going to have different, biological advantages based on just how they were born.
Michael Phelps or Ian Thorpe's, because they were genetically blessed. You know, what about the basketballers who's 7 feet tall? Oh, what about old mate from France, although he's
very genetically blessed.
Because of his genetics, he did lose. But let's talk about our windsurfing. Gray Morris. It was going to happen. And they said he had all the makings for a Swan beer commercial. They'd said, you never make it. They all said he can't do it.
Yeah.
He's hopeless. He's not going to make it. He even said himself that he's an idiot on the windsurfer. And I dabble in windsurfing. I will say this, it is possibly the most frustrating thing you can ever do in your life. Very satisfying when it works, but he's gone the next level. He's on a windsurfer, but it's on the foil as well, which is another degree of stupid. Yeah. And he's gone and won the silver medal. Did you see him do that?
It's incredible. How do you reckon you would go against Gray?
In windsurfer?
Yeah.
Well, naturally, a 20-year-old guy.
You said holding it up, it's like carrying a bag of cement.
Yeah, it is. When you've got the sails, it's dreadful. One day I was doing it and the wind was just gusting, and what happens is you go along a bit and they'll rip the sail right out of your hands. And I was swearing like a merchant seaman who was stuck in a typhoon. And this young mother was down at the boat ramp where I was near, and she had her little child with her. And she had this look and she said, "Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And I just said, "I'm sorry." And she said, "Sound just travels across the water and I've heard every bit of language."
Yeah. Well, windsurfing's fraught for you. Didn't you go through someone's like memorial?
Look, you know.
As well? Like they were paying their respects to someone who'd passed away, and there was Jonesy. Hey guys, what's going on?
No, there was no what's going on. As I sailed through the floral trib.
Yeah.
But I think they would appreciate a good tack.
Okay, mate.
If you're on a good tack, like Gray Morris.
Maybe if it was Gray Morris.
He went and won.
Jonesy and Amanda. Jam Nation.
Podcast.
Everybody shout! Come on now, sing out! It's time for the ghoulies get together.
You could win $20,000 cash thanks to Hare & Forbes Machinery House, your one-stop machinery shop. All you have to do is download the iHeartRadio app, go to WSFM, press the microphone, record your ghoulie. Simple. What have we got today?
What really gets my ghoulies are people who think you do not deserve a handicap parking pass if you're not in a wheelchair. There are so many other physical illnesses that people qualify for handicap parking passes. So stop leaving notes on my car because I'm not in a wheelchair.
Yeah. Don't judge someone. Don't be judgmental.
Also, who writes notes and puts them on people's cars?
People do. That's
why.
I don't
you carry around a notepad.
And you can't judge someone if they get out of the car. You know, you can't judge someone for that. If they come out rollerblading or something like that, actually, there might be some sort of. Anyway, what else have we got?
You know what gets my ghoulies? When you go shopping out in public and someone passes wind.
Oh.
You don't know it, you can't hear it, but oh my God, you smell it and you can almost taste it on your tongue.
Oh.
Absolutely disgusting. Doesn't matter what way you walk around it,
Right.
You can't walk around it, you got to walk through it. Disgusting. Hold it in. That's what gets my ghoulies.
Oh, maybe keep your mouth closed.
Why are you tasting the air?
What are you doing? What are you, Labrador? Out with the bad, in with the good. If you dipped out, you can always contact us via the iHeartRadio app. It's 7 to 9. Our favourite caller, email or Facebook friend wins a $300 Coles voucher. Say cheese to savings with Coles cheese 1 kilo blocks. Down to just $9.50. That's great value, hands down. At Coles, you also get a Jonesy, Amanda, tea towel and keyring. We had game show royalty on the show today, Larry Emdur as our guest co-host. Larry wanted to hang around, but he had to leave at 8 o'clock because he had to be on the TV. Today we were talking about his best quiz show moments. Larry, a lot of people might know this, was on Sale of the Century. Today's category was My Time on a Game Show. The tribal drum was beating for this.
Come on down!
Here's Christine from Windsor.
I was on Wheel of Fortune, and my baby at the time was only 6 weeks old when they called me up. So, of course, I was breastfeeding. And when they do the 5 shows in a day, I said, please put me on the first one because it would be highly embarrassing for my boobs to explode on national television. Anyway, I was there, and you know how they always say a letter and they say, N for Nelly, and then they go, Bob, that's not in the phrase.
Yes.
They came to me, I spun the wheel, and of course I said, baby brain, N for Nelly, and they went, no, Christine, and this was on national television. And my husband is up in the crowd with a big L on his forehead with his fingers going, loser, they just said that.
Boobs exploding on national TV. Enough about F-Boy Island.
Righto, you two. That's enough.
We will be back again tomorrow. Amanda is back on Wednesday, but who will our special guest co-host be tomorrow? Find out then. We'll catch you from 6 to 9 for Jam Nation. Good day to you.
Well, thank God that's over.
Goodbye. Goodbye. Wipe the tears, baby, dear, from your eye.
Catch Jonesy and Amanda's podcast on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Jonesy and Amanda.
Catch up on what you've missed on the free iHeartRadio app.